Good evening. Welcome on in for another episode of From Day One. Our subsets, auditors, frauditors, and the like are waiting in the wings. We'll get to them here in just a few seconds. Grabbing the items from the mailbag, of course, as we always do to start. And while we're waiting for those to load, let's start with an individual being pulled over by an officer. What could go wrong?
Stop. Where's your unlock at? Right here? Okay. Is that unlocked or is that locked? Okay, step out, sir. Place your hands on top of the car. Here, hold this.
You're gonna have to put it in park.
Sir, put the car in park.
You're stopping me because you said I had a light, which is not against the law. There's no crime being.
Light out, sir.
Yeah, and that's not a crime at all.
Sir, either please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle because you dealt with us guys. Now listen how you.
Alright, clear car in park.
Sir, you're asking me to do something because you're saying that I'm breaking the law by having. Is that what you're saying?
Dude.
Okay. Go ahead, you can put it in park, just like you just unlocked my door.
In the park, sir.
And if you touch me, you're illegally detaining me because there's no crime being committed.
Motor vehicle code violation.
Motor vehicle code violation.
I'll get it to you in a second.
Can I see your badge number, sir?
My badge is 3737 now. Please car in park.
Peterson 4803. And you said you're.
Car in park.
And you said you're.
It's good, man. Either you
Right now, you're violating my rights.
And my foot gets run over. There's a problem. Please put it
Because you just unlawfully unlocked my door, and you're asking me to do something you should do because right now you're in violations of my rights.
I'm not reaching into your car because I don't want you taking off on me.
I'm not going to take off. I'm stopped, officer.
Yeah, I need you to put the car park.
Now, can I get your badge number
I
again?
gave it to you.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
3737. Now, please turn.
And your name?
We're not doing this. Where's your
Right
car
here.
at? Where? I can't see it.
Right here.
Swear to God, you drive away with me.
I'm not going to. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. You have my ID.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why don't you want to put it on? Why don't you want to put it in park?
Because you're asking me. You stopped me. Hold on. He asked me a question.
No, yeah.
I'm about to answer it. Listen, because if you look in there, you're not even supposed to be detaining me right now.
Bro, this has nothing to do. This is the moonish thing.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's not a driver's license.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. You're saying.
Bro.
Just put the car in frickin' park.
Correct.
These Moorish sovereigns love making things worse. He is pulling you over for a busted taillight or whatever the case is, and you're clearly about to make things worse because y'all swear officers have no jurisdiction and yada yada yada. Just put the car in park before you make this situation far worse than it has to be.
I got a question.
Put the car in
Go
park.
ahead.
What is it? I'm
What is what?
curious. What is it?
This is my
No,
identification.
it's not. No, he's a sovereign citizen.
Now you see, this Moorish gentleman gave the officer a Moorish nationality card. And you heard what they said. They said that that card is not a driver's license.
Correct.
I don't know why these Moorish sovereign citizens love giving officers their nationality card when being pulled over. Your Moorish nationality card is not a driver's license. What is wrong with you fools?
Put the car.
You nailed it right there, my
You
dear
can put it in
friend.
park because right now you're
I'm not
violating.
reaching into your car and putting your car in park. Put it in park.
You stopped me. I'm right here. I'm not going
I
anywhere.
have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm curious. Explain to me what this is.
So now you're asking me to teach you your law.
No, I'm asking you to explain.
No, it's not. Listen, it's being taken for a reason. You're being
No, and I get that, and that's fine. I
you're
need
being
you to put this car in
frustrated.
park. No,
Listen,
because I don't want you running me over.
I'm
You know
not
what
going
asking?
anywhere.
Dude,
You're
if your foot slips off that
listen.
brake,
He's
I get
being
ran over.
upset.
Put this car
He's
in
being
park.
upset because he's saying that I have a fracture,
No,
which
Sean,
is not a,
Sean, his car is getting.
which is not against the law. Listen, it's not against the law. It's not a crime.
It is.
You're taking it personal.
No, we have a directive for a livestock program. If you have a driver's license in Pennsylvania,
you're taking it personal.
You've already admitted that you complained about our Moorish nationality to IAB.
And you're being discriminative. And it's going to...
You are.
Go ahead.
My name is badge number. My name is Murphy. Badge number 353.
God damn, that's some squeaky door.
I'm not accepting your
3539.
You touch me, you're kidnapping. You touch me, you're kidnapping.
Thank you.
No problem.
Get out of the vehicle.
I'm letting you know you're kidnapping.
Oh, WD-40.
That was the squeakiest car door that I've ever heard.
Yes.
Top of the car.
You're kidnapping. Yep. Take it.
Hell, I'll toss in a can of WD-40. Let's.
This is an illegal kidnapping. An illegal search.
Shut up.
Sir, you're questioning. Listen, am I supposed to teach you something? So
You have a
now you're
weapon
trying
on
to
you?
intimidate. Not at all. No, you're freaking...
Back of the vehicle. Take a seat on it.
No, I'm not a fucking law, but you're not
Oh! All those doors are got that squeak. Okay, we're gonna need multiple cans of WD-40.
And you have to have a driver's license in the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Philadelphia. State of first class, actually.
I'm not even supposed to do this. Okay.
Just make sure you get
Philly's finest.
Hey.
You had a Philly cheesesteak from Philadelphia? It's quite fine.
Why am I being detained? Because I have a tail light on.
I don't care if you want it with or without the whiz. Of course, a real Philly cheesesteak has a whiz.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit! Hey, what's that? Hi, what's that? Hey, go ahead, keep going.
That's your idiot boyfriend getting arrested for being a moron.
You said there was an infraction, which is not a violation. It's not a crime either. That has no reason for me to be pulled in the way. Sir, you need to get that fixed. Okay. The next time we catch you, here's the ticket. Or citation. But, it's like 4 times they win everything, and I'm really well. Okay, alright, just remember, you chose to take it. Okay. Okay, because it's a death trap? No, because you're taking it personal, and you're violating my rights, because you're saying I'm trying to do this, and I'm telling you, you're going to buy me 4 of these. No, how about what you need to do is you need to read up on the Constitution. Yeah, that you each individual state holds all cities.
Let me learn something. Hold on. Let me learn something. Each individual state in the United States has their own constitution as well. They can the state's constitution to make laws that are higher than the U.S. Constitution. They can't.
You know what
Exactly.
He came to collect from the debt that you
this
guys
state,
created.
the way you're
And the fact that you guys...
You were Columbus, man.
Yes, I am.
And put it on YouTube and how ridiculous both of you look.
How
You don't know
both of us?
anything.
Both of us.
You don't know anything.
No, this is Philly's finest.
Because we know who we're talking
I got it.
Our YouTube viewers,
Okay, so this more sovereign is trying to sit here and debate law with these officers. He's saying that they illegally pulled him over for a taillight.
Which they haven't.
And he's upset because they wouldn't accept his nationality card
Which they
as a
shouldn't.
driver's license. And he's wondering why they're pulling him out of his car.
Because he's
Sir,
a moron.
You need a valid driver's license to drive. So when the officers pulled you over and they came and asked you for a driver's license and you didn't have one and you gave them your nationality card, that is now probable cause to pull your Morris behind out of the car because you are driving without a valid driver's license.
Correct.
Get it through your head. A Morris nationality card is not a driver's license.
And I'm not accepting any contract. Because I don't contract with the United States. You ever heard of peace treaties? You're under the law. You're supposed to protect and serve.
Have you ever heard of urinating?
And that's exactly what you're actually contributing. Why? Like this up. What did I do? What is the crime here for me? Okay, when you sit back at home, what is the crime here for me?
His feelings was hurt.
This young man, this officer, felt what? Threatened? Because he violated my right to be a citizen? He said it. I'm a sovereign citizen. Would you not have a right to travel? Huh? I have a right to travel. I'm not under this bullshit. That's why I gave you this free time. That's why I did it for free. So now you want to make it difficult? That's tough. Did you get this?
Yes, I got the car numbers. Oh, there's a third car.
These more sovereign citizens act as if them pulling their phone out is supposed to intimidate the cops. And the moment they pull their phones out, the cops are supposed to be like, you know what? Okay, just forget it. You guys can go about your way. No, that is not how things work. They don't care if you film. They don't care because they're upholding the law. You guys are riding around without driver's licenses, and that's it. You have to answer to that. Bottom line.
Hey, get this one back number. 24.
Did you get his name?
For the sergeant?
No, I got his name.
This
2470.
is car number 2.
Okay.
As my mom used to say, do you want a medal or a chip to put it on?
Yeah, you're worried about the fact that I know what I'm talking about. And you're taking it crazy.
You don't know what you're talking about.
When you have a Pennsylvania state ID, which is a license, which you do.
And I'm not accepting the contract. I have a right to travel.
No, yes, you have a right to walk.
Let me know what to do. If you read the
Let us finish up our paperwork.
you're right and doing.
Let us finish up our paperwork, and then you'll be out.
Meter is going up. I'm just letting you know.
You want to walk? Enjoy your right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Please, take your time.
So the officer pulled us over, and now he's currently detaining us because he has a personal issue with the fact that we are sovereign citizens.
No, he has an issue if you're an epic fucking moron.
To IAB about us people. So,
That's how you
us people.
People thank you less than zero. I
But
had
it's
problems
not a
too.
racial issue.
It's not a racial issue. The issue is between normal citizens and you foolish sovereign citizens. Okay? You guys are Moorish sovereign citizens, and there are other sovereign citizens who don't look like you, and the officers have issues with them as well. So it is not a racial issue. The issue is the fact that you guys are sovereign citizens and think that the country and the laws don't apply to you. That is the issue.
He's so sick of us people.
Yes, people who are fucking morons.
You're not gonna bully me around. You're not gonna tell me what to do. That's not gonna happen. You start it. Okay, stand up. Like that's just.
Cop car number 5 just showed up.
Just because of this life.
What are you doing? Collecting these like you collect Pokemon?
I've never had problems until this guy started talking. It was personal. It was personal. You said it. You people. You people. What does you people mean?
Morons who have no IQ who claim they're sovereigns.
Then you tell me you need to go to school. This one over here is about you need to go to. Did you go to Harvard? Did you go to this? Did you go to that? Like okay. In what world is that okay language to address someone who's actually? And I wasn't being delusional. I wasn't being disrespectful. I graded the idea. I let him know. Listen, this is what I have, and he got. I'll take your fucking car, sir. Excuse me, go. But again, y'all about to talk. Well, that's all we're doing. Trust. The city of Philadelphia is being charged right now. And you think they're going to flip the bill.
The city of Philadelphia does not care. They laugh at your stupidity.
Super Saver.
I was pulled over because of a. How you doing?
Okay, so Taj Tariq Bey has just entered the scene and he is here to save the day. I'm sure he's about to spew a bunch of mumbo jumbo that probably won't work.
Correct.
Yeah, what's the problem? Well, what happened is this cop saw that the light was out right here. He literally flashed his lights, pulled me over, told me what was the emergency. I have no idea. I asked him what was the emergency. I asked him what was the crime. He couldn't tell me the crime. He said, "Sir, turn off the car." Okay. The people think.
Yes.
Who accused your crime? Apparently.
He won't give his name.
Who? All right, stop. Call the sheriff.
Okay.
You see that? Taj Tariq Bey has entered the scene and now he's giving orders. He just told this lady to call the sheriff as if the sheriff is going to come on the scene and clear things up. This is exactly where they get this nonsense from. Taj Tariq Bey, man, you're sending your people down the wrong path.
You need to make a phone Yeah. Delaware? Yeah. He came home last night. So, all right. But, frequency, you ain't on no more? No, because I don't have time. Got too many other things. So, you have to do the things you know last time. But I'll do that. Take care. All right. Please. Now, when I go through the lock on your phone, I'll give it to you later, but instead of it to the label, Provost Marshal, all right, from all of the areas of Oakland, the districts, the Archbishop of this particular area, all right, because their corporation comes under them.
Okay.
The Pope's letter to Obama, it was July 4th, 2014. You have that. Oh, yes, that's what it is. Now, you're going to make a complaint to the Archbishop in the area. Make sure you get their names. Make sure you state the record of your witnesses that they have no bond. They have no business even being on the street. You know that, right? Yes, they have bond is their insurance to do business on our land. And now keep in mind what he says, that he don't like our home. He's admitting he's a planter. So he's admitting with his weapon, they start using our weapons.
This guy is stupid.
So now they're in violation of international law. They're going after their bonds. They're going after the captain, whoever sent them out here. All right? They're in violation of the Constitution. They're in violation of the treaty. All right? They're doing it because they know most people don't know their rights. They're operating under the coup d'etat of 18671. It's called the Act of 1871. Write that down so it reminds you something.
I was about to say, I'm recording.
The de facto sheriff, you know, his job is to carry out the law. Their job is to violate the law. They're on different sides. Now we know that that the sheriff is compromised. However, he's obligated to that constitutional treaty. They're not. They're obligated to the corporation. And their business is why they carry out issues like those. Number one, this is where he's coming from, why he made that statement. Right?
This dude, Taj Tariq Bey, has an audience, and he knows that his reputation is on the line. He is literally just making things up as he goes along.
I was gonna say,
He's
he's fucking
talking
boring
a whole
me.
bunch of rubbish that has absolutely nothing to do with this situation.
No.
This Morris Sovereign was pulled over because his tail light
he's an idiot
was out.
and his tail light was out.
All that other crap that he's talking about has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. But because he makes a living off of this, he has to show these people and put on a performance to make it seem as if he knows what's going on and that he's going to help them get out of this stuff.
And he ain't.
Taj, you're not helping the situation. Just be quiet and go back wherever you came from. Because what you're saying right now is a bunch of nonsense.
Now, the Attorney General is a comptroller of alien properties, And so they're assuming, they're not assuming, under the hypothecation, they're trying to claim that your property is their property. And this is the basis upon which they're making their claim for their stock. All right? Because the tag is registered. Yeah, it's registered. Yeah, to their trust. Okay. And this is why you deal with the Archbishop. Now, so the problem that you have that's going on right now, and this is why Pope Francis came here, is because they have sort of like a lightweight civil war going on with themselves. Yeah. Receiving free citations right here, got that. Okay, you take them, we'll deal with them. We'll deal with them. Don't argue that. You don't argue him. You talk to the magistrate. Talk to the magistrate. That's all right. Now, keep these. You're going to make 3 copies. Still want to share. We still want to share because we want to report this. Okay? We want to report this, and we're going to make him do his job. And understand. The only reason why they do this is because the transition is being made. They got like this lightweight civil war going on with them, and it's going to come out in the open before this year out. But China and Russia's going to help us eventually. That's why
China and Russia are going to help us.
Getting away with this crap is because of them bonds that they have against our birth certificates and marriage certificates and all this stuff.
Okay, so let me get this straight. This Morris sovereign citizen was pulled over for traffic infraction.
Correct.
And Russia and China is going to help this man get out of the situation?
That's what the Morons claiming.
What in the doohickey are you talking about? Please close your mouth.
And you kind of understand it. It's sort of like their position is that they have a right under unum sanctum operations to steal everybody's sovereignty. This is what they're calling racism. Racism control. This is unum sanctum policy, and this is where and why they're arrogant and why they're doing what they're doing. But it's also important, and this is back to where it's important for everybody who understands these things to recognize that Ronnie said, help me in my mission to enforce the Constitution, because that's our covenant with the Europeans operating on our land. So you see, the Europeans are claiming to be Americans. They're not Americans, they're Europeans. They're both of them. But they're obligated by treaty. Now, this is why when Obama went to Egypt, he exposed that the American Constitution has a Muslim law, himself into the Alhambra and his family, and then Muhammad Emmanuel did the proclamation. So what's happening by probably in a month or two now, what has occurred recently? Now Obama had a secret meeting with some of the Manchurian families in the White Dragon Society. These are P2 Masons.
Okay, Taj. So Obama had a secret meeting, right?
That's what he's claiming.
How is said meeting secret if you know about it? Taj, you ain't nothing but a charlatan. You're talking a whole bunch of sovereign citizen nonsense that is not going to help this brother get out of these tickets that these officers just gave him.
No, it's just
Take
get him
your
more.
behind home.
No, P2 Masons under the Pope, and Obama, Francis, and what he's asking for, they're asking for a little bit more finance, a little bit more time, and to devalue the Federal Reserve. They won't let them do it. Now, so within the next few months, you're going to have a crisis. And so it has to come to a head. But what's happening with them and amongst them is a lightweight civil war. So when I heard on the phone, you all say something about sovereign citizen.
That's what he kept. They did.
Who said that? Who said that you were
Sovereign citizen. He said, I'm tired of dealing.
Oh, so he slandered you too. Well, when they talk about sovereign citizens, they're talking about Europeans. We're people of the land. Our sovereignty is our birthright. Their sovereignty is juristic. They broke the treaty and they broke the Constitution. They have no sovereign right. You know, so it never continues.
Take the hit with the sirens coming behind you.
So when you see them doing certain things, remember they're instructed to pretend not to know the Constitution because they're anti-constitutional. So what they tried to do, and remember this also, because when I heard that, I wanted to remind you, sovereign and citizen don't go together. It's an oxymoron. You understand what I'm saying? It's an oxymoron. You're the nationals of the land. And whenever they do that, this is what they do. It's sort of like if you see somebody here and you call them a roach, that implies that you're justified to kill that roach. So they say sovereign citizen because U.S. citizens cannot how do you say, protest or reject the operations of their U.S. corporate entity. They're juristic. Whenever they're saying sovereign citizen, you're the national of the land. And that's a distinction. And what they're doing and what they're trying to do is associate any active or conscious Moors with the Europeans who are rebelling, all right, and because they're dissolving their middle class. And so what they're trying to do is merge us together as if we are associated with them to try to justify, so they can try to justify doing their clan activity. You understand what I'm saying? So remember that. So whenever when they call you sovereign citizens, that's a misrepresentation. Totally. All right? So you always correct them and say, don't misrepresent me. See, because what they do, they misclassify you and then try to do a color of law action for injury. You know, like you're saying, like say for instance, you're standing there, right? They'll say things like that. Oh, he's a threat in order to justify hurting you, in order to carry out Article 1 of their plan activities. You know, so keep that in mind. And now, when you're dealing with them, like I said to you earlier, stay straight to the point, stay on law, don't have any other conversation with them. Whenever you're encountering them, remember they are known criminals.
Okay.
This is why the world court, this is why they're avoiding world court. And so your claims also will be made in world court. So I want you to get their names. I want you to get the reason why you're going after the sheriff, or you're going to make him expose this stuff.
Okay.
And what I want is a full report, full written report, everything that was said, everything was not said. Are we clear?
Yes.
We're going to make a report to the Attorney General, Comptroller of Alien Properties, the Archbishop of this area. He's responsible for that. And you're going to make a claim in The Hague, in the High Court, against that person who's been operating on our land without a bond. That's a criminal act. That's not just a federal offense. The only reason they're getting away with it is because the Congress is corrupt. And so that's why they killed Scott recently. You know, who killed him said that was a signal, Masonic signal.
Wow.
Because he was against a lot of bullshit. And he's trying to
Masonic
go back to the
symbol.
Republic. You guys are for the democracy system. You cool?
This guy's just talking bollocks out of both sides of his ass.
Now, Scalia, who they
More?
murdered the other day, you know, they say he died of a heart attack. They killed him. Now, this is where the Civil War is going on. Some of them are trying to restore the Republic. This is who they're calling sovereign citizens. That's the Europeans here. We're the nationals. All right? So there's an association because both of us our mission is to restore the Republic. All right? The sovereign citizens' mission is to do the same. But the difference is that they're alien. They come under the Naturalization Act of 1870 that was adjusted by Ulysses Grant, whereas you are treaty and constitution. All right? And so what they're trying to do is flip the script and put you in their position, which is birthright, in order to enforce the color of operations. Because remember, when Wilson sold the government to the Jesuits in 1913, one of the agreements is that all U.S. citizens, no U.S. citizen can contest anything done under the de facto operations of 1871.
I can't believe that we are getting this history lesson taught by Taj Tariq Bey all because a Moorish sovereign citizen was pulled over by a police officer. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Correct.
He is just running his mouth. He is just rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling.
And so this
Also
is where
correct.
and why that was saying sovereign citizen. That was a signal. That's a signal they use amongst themselves. Okay. All right. Sort of like any gang member, because remember they are branches of the gangs of New York, and their agreement was to help murder off the indigenous people so that the Europeans could steal our land. And this has much to do with the Reconstruction, period of Reconstruction. So when they start making those misstatements like that, know that they're trying to incite. Knowing that that's what they do, don't play them. Your immediate obligation is called the supervisor and the sheriff. The supervisor, actually, they're not even supposed to be on the scene together, because these are criminals for the corporations, and the sheriff is supposed to enforce the treaty and constitution. So they're two different venues. These are not really officers; they're private soldiers for the generals. The sheriff is the only lawful officer, and when they stop you unlawfully for revenue purposes, because they're highwaymen, they're robbers. I want you to look that up in Black's Law Dictionary. And then look at Supreme Court cases in relationship to them. Do you have the a copy of the 13 points of stare decisis
I could probably get.
that we always give rights of travel?
I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have that. Study that. Now what you want to do, you're gonna copy these. Take the originals, and you're gonna write on a 45-degree angle.
This dude, Taj Tariq Bey,
45
just
degree
told
angle.
this more sovereign citizen to take his tickets and make copies of them and to write on them at a 45-degree angle. Taj, what in the doohickey are you talking about? This dude, Taj, is a straight up charlatan, and he is the one that is sending people down this Moorish rabbit hole of no return. These people look up to him and listen to the nonsense that he's saying all over a ticket rather than just telling the guy, just pay the ticket and be done with it. He's telling him to make copies and write on a 45-degree angle. This is absolutely ridiculous. Taj, somebody needs to put a muzzle over your mouth.
Now what you want to do, you're gonna copy these. Take the originals, and you're gonna write on a 45-degree angle. Refuse for fraud. House Bill Resolution 192, 73rd Congress. Pope Francis. All right, then you're going to do the civil orders. Then you do coup d'etat act of 1871, and you're going to have a talk to that magistrate in his chamber, because he's a Mason. You know, he's a knight, probably a knight of Malta or a knight of Columbus. He's one or the other. And this guy here is a planner. They do the dirty work. Which is why he said what he said. That was sick. All right, so that's what you're going to do.
Well, that explains why so many cars showed up.
Now you do that before 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, because they're going on stock market. You know.
Wow. Taj Tariq Bey has just advised this brother to write on that ticket in a 45-degree angle and do it within 72 hours because the ticket is going onto the stock market. Where in the doohickey does Taj Tariq Bey get this information from? He is literally just making this up on the scene, and these more sovereigns that are gathered around him are eating it up. Taj, you are doing a serious disservice to your people.
Now you do that before 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, because they're going on the stock market. You know. And you put a threat, duress, and coercion on it, etc. But you also want to send a copy of them to the Archbishop too. All right, and to the Attorney General. All right, with a complaint. And I'll help you draft the complaint if you don't know. All right, or you can see the sheriff. You know, but make a full report. All right, now are they under arrest? Oh, yeah, okay. All right, how about anybody else? Anybody giving up anything?
Were
Yes.
you on your way to class?
We were leaving out to
Did you
yeah.
see any tags? Any tagging?
No, all I got was the car number and the names and badge numbers.
Yeah, they said they won't on Saturday. They won't on Saturday and Sunday. You can expect to report Monday. Oh, hold on.
Right.
No, Morons get together and do associated things and try to justify it so they can try to justify doing their plan activity. You understand? So remember that. So when they call you sovereign citizens, that's a misrepresentation. Totally. All right? So you always correct them and say, don't misrepresent me. See, because what they do, they misclassify you and then try to do a color of law action for injury. You know, like you're saying, like say for instance, you're standing there, right? They'll say things like that. Oh, he's a threat in order to justify hurting you, in order to carry out Article 1 of their plan activities. You know, so keep that in mind. Now, when you get dealing with that, outside, right? That's the roof, right? Yeah. They went to go get the paperwork so you notarized and get the right paperwork and they got hold of unconstitutional. They got to know the law. They're not there on Saturdays. I was trying to call Commissioner Nelson, so he can call Commissioner Warren. So he's going to call him. He's calling now. So we're going to call that. Tayun is the other one that need to be called too.
Now, this was one of the most ridiculous traffic stops that I've seen in a long time. Taj Tariq Bey came running out as if he's going to save the day. He's out there giving pseudo history lessons, all because a more sovereign citizen was pulled over for a defective taillight. This is absolutely ridiculous. He's telling them to make 3 copies and write in a 90-degree angle and do it before 72 hours because the ticket is going to go on the stock market. He's telling them to call the sheriff. He's telling them to write to the Pope, all over a traffic citation. This dude, Taj Tariq Bey, is absolutely hurting his community more than he's helping them. He is sending them down the Moorish rabbit hole of no return, and he really needs to stop it because it's not that serious. All these Moorish sovereigns has to do with that ticket is fight it out in court or just plead guilty and pay the fine. All of that writing in a 90-degree angle and writing letters to the Pope and all of that is just nonsense. Taj Tariq Bey, you need to stop it. You are not uplifting fallen humanity with the garbage that you disputed, all because some more sovereigns got pulled over. This was absolutely ridiculous.
And it looks like we had a little technical difficulty. Let me get this fight going while I find out what really happened. While we're waiting, not Tones, but Father Skeptic, are you there?
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have 3 First Amendment auditors who go by the names of Ass Elmo, Fake Mike Real Kitchen Utensil, and Stay Puft the Marshmallow Tard, as they audit a post office and subsequently get thrown out on their ass. So let's begin.
Oh yeah, cops are here, guys. Let's see. First Amendment audit. How's it going, sir?
Hey, how are you?
We're doing good. We're working on a video about the post office.
Okay.
We looked at the rules as soon as we got here. This is not a private business. That they could just tell people to leave as long as we're not impeding the service that is being provided.
Sure.
And we're not breaking the law. We shouldn't have a problem here, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not. So let me talk to them and see what's going on.
Sure. Can I ask you though, real quick before you get going, can you tell me what the Third Amendment is?
And why exactly are you asking the officer what the meaning of the most irrelevant amendment is of the Constitution? The Third Amendment says that no homeowner should be forced to quarter a soldier during peaceful times.
Third Amendment.
Yes.
I'm going to get to that after we talk to them, all right, buddy?
All right, cool. No problem. I can show you the rules too. He said it's a federal building, not allowed to video record here.
Talk to the employees and see exactly what's going on and why they got a problem with it.
Sure, but we need to check out the rules first.
No, we don't.
What's up?
You guys wait out here so we can talk to them.
Well, that's the whole point. We have the right to be here.
Okay, here's the thing. We're doing an investigation.
And
You
I'm
have the
not-
right to
and I'm
shut
not
the fuck up.
interrupting that.
I'm
I'm not interrupting that.
You're not going to show me on your side.
You can go ahead. Go investigate. Go.
You're saying you didn't commit a crime.
I did not.
You don't know what they're saying.
Well, they're saying that there's.
When we say wait outside.
Well, you don't. That's the whole point. You can't just tell me to wait outside. We have the right. We have the right to be here. You could go and speak with them, sir. I'm not stopping your investigation.
Actually, that's exactly what you're doing. Just as there's your side to the story, there's also their side to the story as well. And the last thing the cops need is for you to be sticking your camera in their face while they give their statement.
No, I don't need you to interrupt us.
I'm not. I won't. You can talk to them.
You are.
You wait outside.
Sir, that's the whole point that we're saying. That the government can't tell us to leave. If we're engaged in a
When I
constitutional
show up on calls,
we're not. We're not. They
When I show up
are.
on calls,
Sir, but
I'm
lower your
not
voice.
outside.
You're
Listen,
you're getting aggressive
hold on.
now.
When I show up on calls.
You want to see him be aggressive?
There's a
You
big
can
difference
know.
right there.
Oh yeah? Why would you get aggressive?
Those officers literally told you that they weren't being aggressive and that when they do become aggressive, you'll be the first one to know.
Stop trying to spin this around, all right? Are we going to wait outside or not?
Is that a lawful order?
Yes. You have to go because I'm investigating
Okay.
possible
But-
trespass. Go outside.
Okay, there's no crime here, but you're being the
No, you're
tyrant.
running your mouth and just go.
No, there's thousands watching, by the way. Thousands watching. Good. No, there's nobody watching there.
Well, thanks to the YouTube channel Columbus Police Body Camera, there's thousands watching now.
Yeah, there is, and they are a nice, beautiful channel over there.
Wow. Tyrant.
Wow, you don't know what that word
I
means.
see I let Enrique talk now. And now on the way out, they're getting on. This is the will that gets on. Because they said, oh, we're going to be aggressive. First of all, that's threatening.
Why does this dipshit pull out a whisk every time he does a video? I mean, does he not realize that people like me watch his video, and every time he puts that anal twister next to his mouth, he's just making my job easier?
Second of all,
Because
him
he's
and your
making
mad
us
aggressive
have
look to be
fun.
polite and courteous. So you know what that means? That means Will's not giving me a second chance. Will's going to own the mother living crap out of them on the way out. And they might try to arrest me here, but they're still going to get an earful. I don't care.
Yeah, you're talking tough right now, but let's see if your inner Chuck Norris comes out when they're in person.
What's going on? So we talked to those guys back there. You guys aren't allowed to film.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's not the issue. Closer to, since you lied to me during the investigation. Yeah, so you weren't with them.
He's not with us. We don't know this guy.
Well, like the late great Schrodinger's cat used to say, you gotta lie to fraud it.
Yes, he
this
did.
human flotation device literally follows you around everywhere you go. In fact,
Like a lap
here
dog.
he is in one video I covered about you.
This guy's gonna beat me up. Let's go.
You know, they should beat you up the way you're acting. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was where the officer, was actually helping the community, community policing, being at a damn neighborhood chess game, and you decided to have to give them every fucking riot act for basically being there.
Huh?
And here he is in a second video where you guys decided to harass a bunch of military recruits.
Oh, no one cares. Okay. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, these were the assholes who fucking pissed me off by ruining my night when I heard they were fucking some of my fellow Iowans.
You're going to join the military where the Constitution is pretty much your guys' law book?
And oh yeah, let's not forget about the video that you're recording today.
Oh yeah, this guy looks like he went to Harvard.
Fucking liars.
Sir, why are you not being courteous and professional? Are we?
You're being criminal trespass right now.
Why? We followed the rules. We have.
Is that a threat? Lawful order. I just want to know if this is a lawful order.
Marcus, I said, take your hands out of your pocket.
I'm asking for a lawful
We don't know
order.
what the heck
Sir,
you're going to do right
well, sir,
now.
we're not doing anything wrong.
What's wrong, Mike? I thought you were gonna put him in his place and give him an earful, even if it meant you were gonna go to jail.
Constitution states.
Okay, here's the thing. You know how many police officers are killed in the United States every year because somebody wants to do stuff like that and get
You
hands
know
up
that-
on us?
you know that-
No.
you know
You're not
that
going to dictate the way this goes,
You know
buddy.
that more police
Anyway,
kill
so-
innocent civilians than-
Why are we? Why?
I'll tell you what. You missed the riots 2 years ago, man.
Sir.
All right?
Sir, can we have a nice
Okay,
conversation
okay,
here?
sure,
Can we
sure.
have a nice conversation
You
here?
gonna let us finish? You gonna let us finish? You can keep running
You
your
are
mouth.
accusing us of a
You gonna
crime,
let us
sir. We
finish?
follow the
Hold on,
rules.
dude. You wanna let us finish?
Okay, so
Can we finish like adults, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're not treating us like a
So we walk the house, respect goes, it's a two-way street, buddy. Anyway, hold on. I finished.
Just let him say what he needs to say. Let him say. Let him say. Let him say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You answer, or do you just want to leave?
Sir, please let him talk.
You want the answer or no?
No, this guy don't letting you talk either.
Here's the thing. Where are you? went in there.
I'm trying to listen to him.
You listen with your mouth or your
Oh
ears?
my God, that's rude.
No. It's facts. Is it not?
You guys are at work, not me. You're the one supposed to be nice.
Louise.
I'm sorry, but an officer's job is to protect and serve, not to coddle the Crayola taste testing team.
All right,
What's up,
anyway.
man? All right.
So we went in here, and he said you could film. That's fine, but you can't film transactions going on. And
We're
you can't
not.
harass. That's what they told us. You can't harass the customers. that are
We're
waiting in
not.
line.
They were the one that's stopping
They
us.
told us you were. So
Sir,
we have to go off of what they say.
Sir.
And what you hear, so you
we
guys
have,
have to leave.
we have everything. Why don't you go off by what happened and watch the video? We've been nothing
I
but
don't
nice.
need to. They already told me what happened. So you
Sir,
guys have to leave.
people
Are you
don't.
refusing to
People
leave?
life.
Or are you refusing
We're
to leave?
leaving. We're
Like
leaving.
you?
We're leaving, but you guys are being tyrants about this.
Listen, whether I'm 2810, brother, or not.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Look, 2810, man.
Okay, sir, you guys are violating our First Amendment rights.
Okay. They don't want you here.
This is not Walmart, sir. This is a public
If
building.
you to go, you gotta go. There are rules. Here's the thing. Why don't you guys also look up the criminal transaction?
Sir, we haven't broken the law.
No, to enter or remain on the land is also restricted hours as well.
No,
Okay?
it's a public building that we
You
paid for.
can't be in here at midnight.
Of course, we're not
You
here at
use that
midnight.
logic.
We're here
That's what
right
I'm just
now.
saying, but with that
You're
logic
violating
right
our rights and not even doing an
You guys gotta
investigation.
go. Legal transactions.
No, we're not.
That's what they said.
Okay, but we can
They
prove
said-
we can prove
they
it's
said-
not true.
He was literally recording customers at the counter earlier in his video, like this time.
Run it.
The rest of, I got like other packages for people
Yeah,
I live with.
it
It doesn't
something kind
matter
of
to that.
big or
It would just be a little box.
yeah.
Or maybe this time when you recorded the 30-year-old third grader that follows you around like a lost cockapoo.
My girl's telling me on the phone she want me to hit her with a micro package. What do you suggest for that? For like doing that?
Let's gotta go.
What is we
gotta
are?
go.
Okay, we're
You think
leaving.
you're harassing people in line,
We're
too.
not. We've been nothing but nice to people, bro.
Yeah.
You guys took it.
Yeah, take your beef with them,
We've
dude.
been nothing but nice. We've been nothing but nice.
No.
You want to see the video? You don't want to see the video either, right?
Here's the thing. You're gonna try to turn this around on me. And
Oh,
stuff like
you can
that.
see
I'm
the
not ready,
video.
dude.
You can see, if
Yeah,
you,
but you can play this back too.
bro, you weren't here with that one when we got here.
So, I see you. You guys gotta go.
We're leaving, but you guys are being tyrants.
Okay, so now I'm disturbed by that lady. What is it?
Oh yeah, so how that works.
Feelings don't jump right. Exactly. That's how it works.
You're right.
My point.
Feelings
You proved
don't.
my- Exactly.
But you can break the law though.
Well, we
okay?
didn't break the law.
Well, they said you were
Oh,
causing
so because they
disturbance,
said.
you gotta go.
So they said because
You
they're
gotta go.
feelings. So
It's all.
Okay.
They're feelings.
Still gotta
So your
go.
feelings, please.
I think you need to brush up on the Ohio Revised Code, man. Take care of you.
You guys are gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble.
I highly doubt they're about to get in trouble. But what I know for a fact is you're about to make the most epic walk of shame ever caught on camera.
Run it.
We're leaving.
Go. You're leaving. Go. We're gonna make sure you guys leave.
Okay, what's the Third Amendment, sir?
Just keep going. You're not gonna turn this around on me at all, buddy.
You don't know it,
Go.
sir.
Go. Where's your car at?
I don't answer
I
questions.
gotta make sure you guys leave property.
I don't answer questions. We're leaving.
Yeah. Obey all traffic laws. Go. Keep going.
Is jaywalking an arrestable offense?
Well, you can be detained for that, absolutely. Then if you fight, then yes, that's an arrestable offense.
Who's talking about fighting?
Go. I don't know. Go.
He's talking about fighting.
Right now. All right.
We'll be there.
Hey, do you guys know why we have fireworks on the 4th of July? You guys know why we're not fireworks on the 4th of July?
Do you know why you keep asking dumbass questions like, why do we have fireworks on the 4th of July and what the Third Amendment is?
Yeah, look it up. You'll be surprised. With your stupid-ass mustache. With your stupid-ass mustache. You and your partner go somewhere. You don't know the Constitution. Men, women, and children died for that. Yeah, wait. Do the walk of shame. Tyrant redcoat. Tyrant bitch.
I don't think he can hear you, Mike. Why don't you go back up there and tell him to his face?
Please, I like
Unreal, huh? Unreal. This is exactly why Mr. America does what he does.
Oh my goodness, did you really just refer to him as Mr. America? My advice to you, Fake Mike, is stop baking cookies in whatever tree you're couch surfing in, make some new friends, and maybe meet somebody to share the few good moments that you have left in your life. Because this really ain't working for you.
Because someone comes over here with their partner, and he says, it doesn't work like that. Well, exactly, you just proved my point. You can't enforce someone's feelings, but they did. It didn't work like that, but it did work like that. So guys, auditing America.
Can you imagine how much life must suck for you to be this apathetic when shouting out your friend's YouTube channel?
So guys, auditing America.
Fucking idiots. Alright guys, that's the end of the video.
Alright, I'll leave you there. Thank you, Father Skeptic. And I know you got some more good stuff coming for us as the week goes on. As for that, we will leave ourselves here and we'll pick up with Art Bell in the overnight here in this adventure. And I'll find out what the heck happened that we lost a connection for a while during part of the episode. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Get us to the goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, so those red boxes and those nice little packages go your way, and Google YouTube will put us on that algorithm. CoinBase, Ibotta, and Game.gg are all available. Get your free money and free credits by filling them out and also help the show at the same time. Again, any prizes we get from them, we send to you. Till next time, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another and release the Krakens, merci beaucoup, as we will march along here from day one. The next episode is in the overnight where we have the finale of Spooky Matter with the ghost stories. Until then, have a great evening. We'll see you tonight in the overnight.